Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
All right, welcome everybody. We've got a Roundtable Michigan PR group. We are November 19th, 2024. And not sure where how everybody else is, but at home I've got a drizzly gray morning, but it's still really weird. I was out on my walk this morning. I was looking at flowers and roses still in bloom.
It's drizzling here too.
All right. So we've got a roundtable meeting today. So we've got it's the floor is open for any or chat. And if anybody's got questions for the group, share a success or something that that we can build off of each other. I'll tell you a project I'm working on at the moment. Um, I don't have stats yet on how it will be, and I won't have those till the end of the month, so I can report back next month. But we started this month doing a 30 days of savings program. Uh, every day up on social media, we have a different way you can save. Like today, we're featuring our genealogy resources because we have a genealogy program happening tonight. So we're highlighting just one thing a day that can either save you time or save you money, just as a way to try to highlight some of the different things that we've all got going on. Gotta look where Zoom changed things around here. So um I'm going to figure out how to share the screen when they changed it up here. Here we go. I'll pull up the website. So this is our 30 days of savings website. We do have all of the days up in the library. We have a calendar. We put up just that, adding to the calendar with that days, but we have them all up online. So because we're not hiding anything. You want to look ahead and see up on the 28th how to escape into a book ahead of time, you're welcome to do that. So we'll see. My fingers are crossed that it's successful. If it is, we're going to do this every November and April. So two of the months that have the 30 days. So
That looks cool.
yeah, I'll let you know next month how many. The way I can track it is off of the web hits. So how many people we're comparing the October numbers of how many people hit the various websites to the November numbers. So
I was going to ask how, like, what you were defining as successful.
yep, we're just doing it up since a lot of it's web-based stuff. It's all going to be hits from the website. So and
Nice.
we can also check, like we're highlighting it in our e-newsletter each week, so how many links we have off of that. And then we can look at the social media metrics for those posts every day.
I was going to ask, we just made the move over to Blue Sky from Twitter, and I wasn't sure if other libraries were thinking about doing that or not. We kind of saw the exodus and all the stuff that was going on. So
I have to say, I grabbed Southfield's moniker last week on Blue Sky. We haven't started using it yet, but I wanted to make sure, and I encourage everybody, even if you're not sure you're going to use it, especially if you have a fairly common named library, if your town name is fairly common, grab your preferred variety on Blue Sky before somebody else does. Ypsilanti, you're pretty, I don't know of any other Ypsilantis in the world, so.
yeah, I'm not too worried about that.
We
So
stopped posting to Twitter, gosh, at least a year ago. We didn't give up our name, but we didn't, we haven't posted, but I haven't really thought about Blue Sky, but be interesting.
it seems like it's pretty similar.
Yeah.
And yeah, like if we didn't have, like we use Buffer to manage our social media posts, and
Hmm.
like if it wasn't just something that we could, just click to add Twitter to the
Right.
places we're posting, we would have stopped too, because it's like we're basically got no engagement at all there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but we'll see how this one goes.
Yeah, I was gonna say we still have our Twitter, but the only things I post onto Twitter anymore are like emergency closings. You know, the very try to get out to every, the things I post absolutely everywhere. And short of that,
Yeah.
all right. Anyone have any questions for the group or other successes they can share or in the midst of? All right. Well,
Our youth librarians are doing Dinosaur November, which we've never done before. And I mean, they have come up with the most amazing, I mean, just so many different things they're doing. And so far, it's been very successful. We have an ongoing scavenger hunt at all the branches. We're doing crafts, we're doing movies, we're doing STEM programs. I mean, it's just been really, really fun. So the kids seem to love it, and it's been a lot of fun.
Mary, my youngest son has his dino sticker from that. He
Oh, good.
found that Seawald branch. So
Good. I'm glad you're participating.
yes, you're right. And Mary, I'll give a shout out to the Dream Lab too. My oldest son has become addicted to the Dream Lab, and
Oh, wonderful.
he printed off my birthday gift for my youngest son. He's got two Christmas
Oh,
he's printing off from the Dream. So,
I love it. That's so great. Thank you.
all right. Well, I've got a question for the group. So, like, so at Southfield, we have multiple people that post to social media. We've got, it's not a ton of us, but it's about 5 or 6 of us. And we each have our niches that we post. So we don't overlap too much. Like, for example, I'm the emergency person, emergency closings, last minute announcements. That's me. Another person posts all the upcoming programs. Another person posts fun adult stuff. Another person fun youth stuff. But one thing that we found we sometimes do, even though we don't overlap, we sometimes post at the same time. Do you guys have a we're trying to use Canva, but we're running into a couple technical difficulties that our tech team is trying to help us out with, like a calendar, so we don't end up posting at the same time, because some of us are using Meta posting suite, some of people are posting from Canva, so we don't always see each other's posts.
We don't have a calendar, but I am working towards Columbia Township. If they're going to post, they have to schedule it. Thankfully, I mean, we're small, there's only 2 of us, but I'm working on making sure that they're scheduled
Mhm.
so we can go look and see who's got what coming out.
Do you use the like Facebook planner for that? Because that's what we use, but it's not in the Meta, it's in the professional dashboard.
Mhm.
So we tend to look at who's got what planned in that Facebook professional dashboard. It doesn't always help though. And with your case with Canva, if you're posting straight from Canva, that wouldn't help.
Yeah, that's where our problem we're running into, because some people post with the business suite, and then some people post direct from Canva. So, and we're trying to all switch to Canva, which seems like it could work if we can get past the technical difficulties of it.
I've never posted directly from Canva. Can you explain that? Like we create a lot of things within Canva, but I've never posted directly from it. Can you explain that to me?
I can only explain generally because I'm one of the people that uses the Meta, the business suite. But I do know they said there's a way they have like dual calendars, one that you can schedule a post to go out from, and one that you could just kind of like play on that there's a post going to go out at that time, which is seems to be Canva's benefit. But I have to play with it more before I could share the screen and do a demo. Unfortunately, I can't do that today. All right. So in Hastings, they've got different departments get different days is how they post. So
Yeah, here it's just me and an intern, and we just use Buffer to schedule.
ooh, that is a cool program. If you peek in the chat, everybody, there's a flyer in there for a falconry program that took place earlier in November up at Hastings. So how did that go? That looks so cool. All right. And Jeff just posted a flyer in the chat too. And they've got Crafter getting them some fun promotional items for the holiday season at the Ferndale Library.
Getting our own candle
Ooh, get lit. I
and
like
enamel pin.
Very cool.
Super cute. We're excited. Wait, what else can I show you? Can I upload something? Yeah. File. Downloads. There it is. We also got some bumper stickers. Come by and pick it up. They're free. Put them on your laptop.
Oh, fun.
Local artists. We love it.
That is a cool design there.
Yeah.
I used Canva yesterday to create a little Black Friday reel. So, instead of 70% off, it's 100% off. Everything's 100% off at the library. And I just use one of their templates for a reel and just change the images. And so I'm gonna do that. I did it and I did it pretty quickly. I was so proud of myself. So I'm trying to do a little more creative social media. I feel like my social media is kind of boring, so I got to step it up. So that's my goal for 2025.
Good to have a goal. I was gonna say I just downloaded it. Some new editing software. What is it? On my other computer, I've got it. I think it's Open Spot. Open Spot, but it's actually quite easy to use. I was actually like, I've tried some other ones and I wasn't able to figure it out. It had too steep of a learning curve. And then Barbara posted in the chat that the falconry program was a great, knowledgeable presenter, and it was the best program they had about birds, and it was from the hunting side, and that she put the presenter's name and contact information, in the chat there. So great idea for a falconry program. Okay. My dogs were sitting quiet all morning. Now that I'm talking, they want to chime in and join the group here.
So
Right.
I'm at Sterling Heights Public Library and I'm new to the PR position. I was a youth librarian.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to the group. So we've been having a lot of fun. I wanted to do more fun videos. So I'll try and post them in the chat here, but we've been doing some like quick reels and stuff for Facebook and Instagram, and it's been really fun. And there's an intern in our community relations because we're under the city. So she's been coming up with really cool ideas and kind of keeping us young and hip too. So yeah, so we're having a lot of fun with that.
That's so fun. It's so good to have ideas coming from different generations and different people. Say, I want to jump. I haven't had a chance yet, but the whole Generation Z script I see at the museums, I can see that working at a library. Generation Z take on the library. Thank you. You posted. So there's if you don't have the chat up, Annalise is posting in the chat some for us to check out. Yes. Yes. Here, actually, why don't I share my going to, where did I share it? I found it earlier. There we go. Switch over and share my screen here. There we go. How fun. Let me go where's the chat up. Go back to you. I check. There we go.
So, Annalise, you post that on Reels. Do you guys also have a TikTok account?
We do. I just started it last week, so we don't really have a following yet on TikTok, more so on Facebook is our biggest following, post on Instagram Reels, and then we're slowly posting them on TikTok. So hopefully get more followers, but we're just trying to show like, hey, we have fun too.
Yeah, we have a TikTok account here and I don't run it, and I'm often thinking, what are we trying to accomplish with a TikTok page? I am the youngest person in the department, so I like should be the one that knows the stuff, but I really don't.
I'm learning from the intern, I'll be honest, and just like watching YouTube tutorials because I didn't grow up with TikTok, so it's new for me too. But yeah, I'm hoping it's just kind of more of a fun thing. And actually, I'll post another one in the group chat. Like I made one yesterday, just on picture books on anxiety because we have a special topics section in our library. So I kind of want to feature books like that as well, that people know we have. So let me post that for you guys. So just silly videos, but also like helpful ones, like, book recommendations or this is what we have sort of thing.
All right, and I will share my screen once I can figure out how to get back to my regular view here. Oh. Share. Like,
Yeah, TikTok is tricky because it's not necessarily hyper local focused. You have to kind of tell yourself you're either being silly and fun or you're trying to
No,
make.
no. Yeah, I think ours is mostly like silly fun videos, and we don't post them on like Instagram Reels or Facebook Reels or whatever it's called. But
Does someone have TikTok open right now? That literally sounded like a trending sound.
yeah,
You
someone was
know,
playing one of the videos.
what I find really rewarding is whenever a post I make on TikTok gets a lot of traction, even if it's not someone from my city. A lot of the comments are, "Oh my God, I had no idea libraries do that," or "Oh my God, I had no idea I could do that with my library card." And doesn't that kind of feel good?
yeah.
At least you're spreading the word. Um, Whether they live in Minnesota or California, they're going to go sign up for their library card. That's kind of fun. But there is the other element of I have gotten comments from people here in Ferndale who are like, "Oh my God, I had no idea my library was on TikTok. How cool." So you do get found and you can use your location.
So do
It's
you
not
also
your city.
post your TikTok videos on your other social media sites that are more local focused?
I'll throw them into the stories of Instagram.
Okay.
You can also use your TikTok for a reel, but you're going to get your watermark,
Mm.
which is less aesthetically pleasing. But most people just watch our stories, at least on the daily.
Because we don't use any of that stuff on our Facebook, and we're looking at ways to like revamp the Facebook because right now it's just really boring. Um, so if you guys have any ideas on how to make Facebook posts interesting, because we just have like our programs, our upcoming programs, and a couple times a week we post about like things that are going on in the building, but it just doesn't feel very fun and engaging.
What? Hmm.
And then at the end of the year, I do like a Spotify wrapped, but it's library wrapped, and our stats person helps me get all that information, and I make it look like the Spotify wrapped graphics, and that's probably the most engaging thing we do.
You specifically want to dig in and push Facebook, not Instagram?
I don't, I'm not the one in charge of the Instagram. I'm the one in charge of the Facebook.
Oh,
So,
gotcha.
um,
You unlucky soul.
I'm also not someone who uses social media in my actual life. So I really don't know why I'm in charge of it, but so I don't know all the ins and outs. So I think our Instagram is doing pretty well. The person who's running that, she doesn't post the same things that we post on the Facebook. Um, I guess I don't really know what she posts. I don't use Instagram.
I was gonna say somebody else posted that that's their struggle to keep Facebook more fun. And I know we fall into that too. Lots of informational posts. But the ones we do that feature like people or patrons, they always get any more, fun photos tend to get a lot more likes and feedback on them. But then somebody will say, but you didn't promote my, program, and that's why it failed. So still got to do those.
Okay, so I'm looking at our Instagram now. It looks like we post on there once a week. So that makes it easier for them, I suppose. And it looks like it's all the in-building stuff that we also post twice a week on the Facebook. So I can't really grab any ideas from there, unfortunately. Because these are all things that I already post. Ooh, there's my display I made last month. I didn't realize that got posted on the Instagram.
This feels like old advice, but if you're on Facebook, you're gonna need something alive in your photo. We've had a cat in a photo, or you need a
Mhm.
human staff person. Like book covers and displays are going to be harder.
Our staff, and I'm guilty of this as well, hates being photographed. For whatever reason, nobody wants to be part of the posts. And I can't say I blame anyone because I also don't want to be part of the posts. But the ones that we do have our faces in are the ones that, yeah, do the best. Like we post for people's work anniversaries and everyone, it's a small community, so like everyone gets really excited, like, oh, I know that person. And so we probably should try and get staff more featured on there, but it's tricky.
Yeah, you got to go on a search to find the extrovert in your staff.
I'm the extrovert in the staff, but I
Then
don't
you got to do it.
Yeah.
It gets easier.
I suppose.
I always just tell people, I'll take your picture, then you don't have to see it. So so long as I don't have to like hear my voice or, see myself on there, I'm good. So I posted, I don't see it again. So
Yeah.
I think they all follow the Facebook. Not, I don't know. I should try and I don't have a whole lot of ideas for what to post about them. I mean, maybe it's just because, we're doing this every day, it just kind of all starts to blend in. But like I don't really know like what we're individually doing that would be noteworthy to our community, like what each person is working on, if that would be interesting.
Sure. But you have individual librarians who are developing various collections, right? Someone does the history collection, someone does the library things,
Yeah.
They all literally just have them stand with something new in their section. Done.
Okay.
Yeah.
To get started. Like that alone will be a good start.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And then the
Jeff,
ideas will come.
do you have any advice for growing Instagram followers? Because we don't have a lot of followers on Instagram either, but I see you guys have a ton.
Advice for growing on Instagram?
Mhm.
I don't think we had a magic bullet there. I think we just were consistent and followed that logic of putting humans in there and doing reels occasionally. And I wish I had more secrets other than consistency.
I have a question. How do you guys promote your teen programs? Because I love our teen programs. I love our teens. I find them very difficult to reach because they're not on Facebook. There are, I don't know if they look on our Instagram. The best way I've found has been like just talking to them in person when they're in the building, but I don't know how to use our social media resources to reach them specifically. If anybody has any tips.
The youth librarians who do outreach and go to the schools for us have confirmed that teens in middle school and high school are watching our TikToks
Okay.
and think we're not cool, at least.
Yeah, that's the problem with teens. If they can tell that you're trying, they don't want to participate.
Right.
Yep, and it is about knowing your area. Like Cheryl posted in the chat that for them, they're in rural Leland, so the Facebook is what gets them traction. Because that's a lot of retired patrons are up there, and so their focus is still on Facebook.
Most of our patrons are from that demographic as well. And we do get a lot of engagement from them, not necessarily through our social media, but when we say, hey, where did you hear about this program? A lot of the times they'll say the Facebook or the newsletter. So that's mainly why we keep doing the Facebook, is for those retired patrons.
Yep, and if that's where you got to go where your people are at.
We also have a lot of families that use the Facebook, I think. So we try to keep our youth programs pretty consistent on there too.
As to say, the other trick I know I see stuff done is if you have like community Facebook pages, like if your town has that, to also cross promote onto that. Not overwhelm it, don't put everything up there, but
Yeah, we've got a couple ones that we promote on from time to time if we have like a program that we're spending a lot of money on in particular.
or just even a service that, should be getting more love than it does. It doesn't have to be something new because it could be new to somebody else that they're finding
Right.
out about it. And we've got a question in the chat here from Barbara asking if anyone has ever done a speed friending event. I have not. I've not even heard of that, but it sounds
Yeah, I'm
really
not sure
cool.
what that is.
I'm guessing it's a take on speed dating, but
This is Peter from Bloomfield Township. Once every 2 or 3 months or so, we do speed dating with a book. So we have 5 representatives, have a table full of people. You get 5 minutes to describe 4 or 5 books, and very well attended and appreciated. So there's that.
that's a cool take on it too. Well, Barbara, try the speed friending event. Let us know how it goes.
What separates the speed friending from, is it like speed dating exactly where you're just meeting new people, or what's the format?
Well, wait. Barbara's chatting with us today, so yep, she put in there. It's about meeting new people.
We when we do the speed dating with the book, I represent circulation, so we try to have an active computer or two so that people can actually, if we have a copy available, see the book, and then while they're super excited, they can actually check it out late at night, when we're actually closed. So that seems to be a big deal also. Make them feel special.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. And then especially, I know if you could capture it right then and there versus I'll get to it later, and then slips your mind and life happens. So that's great that you could check them out right then and there. Is anyone else doing getting ready to do any other fun end of the year wrap ups? Anybody else doing the Spotify wrapped up? Anyone get a chance to go to LMCC? And Barbara,
Where was it?
oh,
Was it
sorry,
in
Barbara
Indiana?
pop. Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
Where was it this year? I can't even remember. What city?
St. Louis this year.
Wow.
So I saw many good pictures of the archway, but I stayed here in Michigan. So
I wanted to go, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. But because last year our director went and it seemed like a really cool conference.
yeah, if there's a conference I'm going to fight to go to, it will be that one that's out of state. I know it's really hard to get out of state funding through our city. So, and then Barbara put in the chat that some speed friendings are like speed dating events where people move from seat to seat, and some use tables with topics to help people gather together with the same interests. Those are both cool, different approaches to the speed friending. I like them both. All right. Anyone else got anything for the meeting today? All right. If not, we'll be back again Tuesday, December the 17th, and I'll send out the reminder notice, of course. So you have all the figure out any of the end of the year plans, and share them then. But I thank everybody for the great discussion today. If anyone else has anything they want to chime in, feel free. All right. I'll see everybody in December. Have a great month till then.
You too.